Good evening, America, and welcome to New November Presents Storytime with IzzyReal. Now, we've been doing this story time for a while now, about like 16, 17 episodes in, and we haven't been telling any stories here that have been like, I don't know how you say, origin stories. None of these stories really let you, the people, understand where I'm coming from or who I am as a young nigga, and where I am now in life versus where I was in life. Okay. With that being said, light your J's, please, because I'm gonna take you back to high school. Now, if you remember, there was a story that I told a while back, maybe a few months ago, where it was detailing my first ever real one-on-one where I had to meet up with a nigga behind the school. If you listen to that, you know how that goes. But this one's a little different. We need to talk about the aftermath of that fight and what that means for the IzzyReal that y'all know today. So, remember I told y'all back then I ain't smoke. I ain't smoke, I ain't do no drugs, I ain't do nothing. Because again, I was going to the NFL. With that being said, sometimes in life you just don't get what the fuck you want because you just don't work hard enough to get it, or it just ain't in your cards, brother. And sadly, going to the National Football League, I'm willing to say here at 26 years old is just not gonna happen for a brother. But it's okay. Don't cry. Hey, don't cry, don't cry. Because guess what? Now you got something to motherfucking do when you bored, which is listen to me talk about whatever the fuck I'm talking about. Now check this out, right? I had to go to summer school that year. Had to go to summer school the year to fight. Cause nigga was fucking up. I went to summer school um under the pretenses that I was gonna take a class and get up out of there. Wrong. It was like a whole fucking school day, right? It's like a whole another school day. I'm like, man, what the fuck? This is way back. This is like 7 years ago. Almost 10 years ago. Very important to say that in the state of Virginia due to the law. Now, with that being said, as a minor, let's put it all out there. As a minor, many years ago, I went through my girl's phone and I seen a text message of her and the dude that I fought. And she's telling him, "I love your swag, I love your shoe game." And back then, I ain't have a lot of swag. I ain't have many shoes. I wasn't very fly. I wasn't a fly guy. You know what I mean? So I was hit by that. I was like, "So you been texting this nigga the whole time?" And he just hit me in my head 17 times consecutively. No, F that. I am mad. I was pissed off. I was heated. Um, and in summer school. Can't even enjoy my damn summer. So what happened was my cousin came home from jail while I was in summer school. Shout out to you. Yeah, we talk about you too. He is a member of the Pyrus. So I'm in his room one day and he asked me if I smoke. I'm like, nah, not really, whatever. I'm like, but I mean, I dabble. Like remember, I had smoked already by that time, but I wasn't a smoker. So I dabbled or whatever. And he was like, all right, yeah, let's go get some. So we go get some, woo woo. And I don't know how we got on the topic of, yo, like I could, I don't know. We didn't get on the topic. I came up with that my own fly shit. So I go to school and I had some leftover from what me and him had bought or whatever. And I'm just thinking, I'm a kid. I'm like, man, I mean, it's just summer school, so it's not really official open school. I'm like, man, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? I just want some food. That's how it started. I had what I had left, a little bit of, what I had left. And I was like, yo, you smoke? Just a Spanish kid. Shout out to you. He's like, yeah, I smoke. I'm like, what you think about this? He's like, oh, that's good. It was like a dub. Got that joint for like the low. Because again, I'm just trying to eat. You know, and that's what a lot of kids, a lot of young dudes, we start off just trying to eat, just trying to look good. We ain't trying to be El Chapo and none of that. We just trying to survive. So, I got him out the way. I got him what he needed, and he gave me what I needed. We go, fuck that, statute of limitations is motherfucking up. I sold him what I sold him. He gave me what I needed, the bread I needed to get, what I needed to get, got what I needed to get, boom, bop, boom. That was that. But after that first time, I'm thinking to myself, yo, I just had the best lunch I ever had at school. Fucking around. You know what I'm saying? This got like a whole, you know what I mean? So I go back to my cousin, the blood. And I'm like, yo, can we get some more? Got some more. And he's like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, I'm flipping this. And he's like, yo. He's like, if you gonna do this, you gonna do this right. No, he didn't even ask me what I was doing. Funny thing is, I came home one day from school, and he was like, yeah, nice shoes or something. He quoted something I had said in school. He quoted something I had said in the school building. He not around. He said, yeah, you don't think I know what you're doing. You don't think I know I heard about you. And I was like, oh, she was like, yeah, you need to do this smart. He's like, because if I'm hearing about you and I can quote what you're saying and I'm not near you, that's a problem. And I was like, oh, shit, true. Keep in mind, I just wanted to get fly. I just wanted to be one of the fly guys. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to have shoes, too. I just like to eat. But the thing I was doing was I was hot. I was hot when I first started, bro. Like, there was a lunch line and then there was my line. That's how hot I was. And then I had the nerve and audacity to give the money back to the kids, hustling backwards. I would get what I needed to get from them. Then I would give them back dollars. Like, here, go get yourself something to eat. Go get yourself something to eat. I don't need this. You need this. You need this. That's how I got started. Because I wasn't a smoker and I didn't care too much about the bread. I just wanted what I wanted. And I was giving the rest away, little dumbass me. You know what I mean? I'm doing all of the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? All the wrong shit. Not all the rules backwards, you know, when I first started out in that shit, man. So one day, there was this bald-headed security administrator dude that always used to yell like, hey. And if you went to the high school I went to in Alexandria, then you know what I'm talking about. You know Mr. used to walk around talking about something, hey, get to class. Here's the kicker. So one day, Mr. So-and-so is doing his little rambling thing, but he got the cops with him. And I'm like, yo, what Mr. So-and-so doing with the cops? This is like my third week in this, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, yo, what is going on? Why are the cops here? And they going in lockers and stuff. Now, keep in mind, I never had it off me. I always had it on me. But because I was the type of kid in high school where you wouldn't think nothing of him. I wasn't the fly guy. I wasn't none of that. I was just a regular kid. Like, you would just be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, no way he had it on him. Right? Like, you wouldn't think nothing of me. That was always my persona. My thing, my gimmick, if you will, was I would always play innocent. Like, there's no way I could have been doing this when I'm this. Like, what are you talking about? I'm the captain of the poetry team. How could I have been, you know what I mean, shooting? You know what I'm saying? I'm the captain of the poetry team. What are y'all talking about? Dice? Fights? No, not the captain of the poetry team. Not Nicholas. You know what I'm saying? So he's going on this warpath about whatever. He brings one of the kids out of my classroom, says, hey, come here. And when the kid goes, the teacher goes. And I know that boy, I had just sold him something like not too long ago. And he's like, hey, come here. I'm going to come in. Like, where the fuck he going? Oh, shit. Teacher go with him. I'm like, oh, shit. I panicked. I took everything I had up off me right there in the classroom. If you was in that classroom with me and you listening, you know I'm not lying. Took all that right off me in the classroom, opened up the drawer in the science lab and dropped all that shit in the science drawer. Boom, closed it, and just went back to doing my work. Everybody in the classroom looking back like, what the fuck? I'm sitting right there just doing the work. Mr. So-and-so never called my name. Put cuz back in the classroom. But here's my dilemma now. I got all the work in the damn science cabinet. How am I going to get the work out the science cabinet? I'm thinking, man, I am in some shit now. I told my mans. I said, hey, I'll give you a good amount of this here if you get that teacher to get the fuck back out this classroom. And I'm trying to tell you, I was 15 years old or something. Like 15. And I'm thinking like that. Like, all right, I know I got to pay to play. If I want to get out of this clean, I need help. You know what I'm saying? And the kid that I had talked to, he was one of them niggas that didn't really give a fuck. He's just, hey, teacher, come here. Let me show you something real quick. Got her up out of there. Maybe not even 4 seconds. She come back. Boom. Had it all back on me. Bell ring. I'm up out of there. Bow. I say all this to say. I say all that to say this. I don't glorify none of the shit I had to go through. And I'm not just out here just trying to like tell a little like fun story about the the trap or selling whatever. You know, that's not something you should ever, you know what I'm saying, look to do. Especially in high school, you need to be getting your mind right for the future, getting your mind right for what's coming. I'm telling you a story. I'm telling you this story in particular because we need to get to the origin of this Izzy shit. We need to get to the basis of who you are listening to because y'all are my motherfucking niggas, as I've said before, and I'm your motherfucking podcast host. And for that, thanks for listening, man.